Just because it's your restaurant doesn't mean you get to boss me around.
Go.
To the podcast. It's episode 8 of this podcast. Round and home plate on this podcast. Hey, the Phillies will surge. I guess it's better off if we ask Dave Weinberg. How did you get this guy again?
He's my homie. He's my best friend. We're tequila buddies.
G and Dom show. I'm not jumping off the ferry with you.
So, how was your weekend, man?
Can't you tell? I was at spring training, dude.
I can tell.
I went down.
I see the thing on the hat.
Yeah, man. I got my Bucky shirt on. I'm Florida man right now. I'm all in. I got my clear water shirt, not water.
Oh,
it's water. Yeah, I'm off.
Look at you.
I'm
ready.
I'm there. I'm about to move down, man.
Ready.
It was awesome.
So many people went.
Dude, so many people went, and this is what I tell everybody: if you go, spring training is all the coolest Phillies fans in one giant tailgate. And it's like nonstop, and everybody in town is super cool.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to just hang out and party. So if you've never been to spring training, you gotta go.
Well, it's funny because you said that. Because when you told me you were going to spring training, I actually don't know what it's all about. Like, can you explain a little bit about what goes down? Like, it's not just training, right? It's games and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's just a tag name for it.
Yeah.
But no, especially in baseball, there's so many layers till you get to the major leagues.
Okay.
So spring training is an opportunity for people they've just drafted, or guys who are journeymen, or people that have been playing great in A-ball, and they get to mix them in, and then the Phillies get to try out maybe new people that have come to the team. And I don't know exactly how many games it is, but they start in tail end of February.
Oh,
and they end at tail end of March. So it's like a month and a half, maybe.
So it's just
they're down there, and they're games. They're full games
all day.
And they experiment. That's where they experiment with the pitch clock. But no, they're full games, and you get a chance to go in there. And before COVID, you could really get up and close and personal.
Yeah.
And you could meet. Like we met Reese Hoskins. He
Oh,
signed our
cool.
ball a couple
That's
years
cool.
back. But we've been going for over 10 years now. You got to come down the next one. I'm gonna drag you to it. You know, I'm a dragger. You know, you've heard that about. I drag people to things.
You know how I knew spring training is big?
Okay.
Every Monday I go to grocery shop in Walmart in the morning.
Okay.
And every Monday I get the same lady check me out.
Okay.
This morning she wasn't there.
Where'd she go?
And I asked the lady that
self-checkout replacement.
No. Almost. No, but she's every Monday she's there. For the last 2-3 months I've been there, she's there. But so I went to the next aisle, and I took the other lady took care of me, and I was like, hey, where's the lady that was here every Monday? Because that's my lady, you know. She plays with my son and everything. She was spring training.
So what I took from that was that you used the lady at Walmart to babysit your child while you're shopping.
No,
that's what I took out of that conversation.
No, she's a registered lady.
I know. You're like, yo, here's Manny on the belt going towards her.
Entertain him while I bag.
I'm going to go interview people about otters in the back in the electronics department.
Oh, yeah, that's what I do. But no, she was in spring training, and the lady was telling me that she's like, you should see her. She knows everybody down there. She knows all the good spots to go eat. She's just goes in.
I'm going to tell you, if you want a good time and you don't need to spend a week and a half there, like you go, we went for 3 days with a bunch of guys. Enough? For the crew I went with, 3 days was probably too long. My liver already quit.
Do you guys like?
I went in the mail and I got a legal notice from my liver. So
stop drinking.
Yes. Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me.
But I'm telling you, everybody down there is hyped up.
Yeah.
You go, it's you go into that stadium. Everybody in that stadium is your friend.
Yeah.
We're all Phillies fans. And even if you're an Astros fan, even if you're a Marlins fan, they don't care. It's just a giant party.
All the teams, like half of the league goes there, right?
We're partying out while these guys are fighting for their careers, and we're like, ah.
Well, you
get a home run. I mean, you get really cool stuff. You get to see players you might not ever see again, or you get to see guys who are coming up. Like I said, we saw Hoskins coming up.
That's pretty cool.
Boom. I've seen him, before he made it big.
Sport.
Yeah.
Well, you know how they have the football, but it's the stadium.
And the stadium's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You get to sit on this big grass berm. The tickets are cheap. It's like $20 to go to a game. That's not bad at all. Yeah, it's really a good thing.
I'm going next year, and I'm going to Buc-ee's to get this shirt.
Yeah. Well, Buc-ee's is on the way down on the road trip down.
Oh,
but we'll stop there.
We'll stop there.
We'll stop at Bucky's.
We might not sleep in the car, but
we could do like a road trip, buddy road trip.
Let's do a podcast. Yeah. Where we end up. Today.
Yeah, we'll podcast it. I'll take you on all these weird places down 95.
You know, one thing I did notice though of you at spring training, you became a sportscaster.
So funny story. I'm like, we have a podcast now. Wow. I'm in spring training. I have a cell phone, and everybody seems pretty happy to talk to me. Why don't I just interview them? You want to see some stuff?
Let's do it.
Everybody's super positive. Check this out.
Yo, G, I'm here at Lenny's, and I'm here with Lorraine, the greatest waitress in the world. She introduced us to Yingling as breakfast beer.
That's it. Let's go. Go big or go home.
Lorraine, I just got to ask you, what do you think the 2024 Phillies are going to do?
Now that's a big, deep-ended question there. You can start up on top, winning 100 games, and then where are you going to be? On the couch. So you're asking me a question that I don't have my little magical ball to say, but let's hope they make it this year. That's what we're rooting for.
Who's your favorite Philly?
My favorite Philly, that's Aaron Nola's got a place in my heart because I met him. I've waited on him and his family. So I've got a special spot for him. Back in the day when he used to come in, he just got signed with the Phillies. Also, Zach Eflin was another one of my guys as well. So
that's awesome.
Special.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Come to Lenny's. See Lorraine. She's the best.
You did say that was going good.
The G and Dom Show. What's up?
161 and 0.
I am here at spring training with the principal and our good friend Beth. And I want to know, what do you think the Phillies are going to do this year?
The Phillies have unfinished business.
Ooh.
Right. So we started it 2 seasons ago. We almost got there. Last year we fell a little bit short, but this year we will be back at the World Series.
I like that. Let's do that. Let's stop dancing on our own, Phillies. Let's roll.
No, right. Listen, I'm pushing for Van Halen's right now.
Yeah, they need a better hype song.
Yeah.
I mean,
or like Dreams, right?
Yeah, I'm all
That's
about.
what dreams are made of.
I'm all about some AC/DC or something. Right?
Yeah.
No, we're good, brother. We're good. All right, thanks a lot.
Sure.
Go Phils.
Take care. Go.
Don't trust this guy behind you, Bob. What are you thinking, Kevin? Nothing but a good time. All right, yo. How 20? Have you been coming 23 years?
About 15.
What's your favorite drink here to get a Frenchie?
The old rum runner.
The old rum bucket. The rum runner. There you go. Thanks, Bob.
Sean Dolan's here with my friend here.
Yeah, my name's Dom.
Hey,
you guys
Dom.
know me? Kinda.
Absolutely.
What do you think about the Phillies?
We're all from Philly. I think they're going to... I have a vision. I'm not Nostradamus, but I think we're going to go World Series 2024, Game 7, Yankees versus Phils. Pandemonium.
So who's your number one Philly? Who's the key? Who's the key to this season?
This season.
Come on, Sean. Give me the key to the season.
This season, I'm going Casty for about 40 bombs.
Castellanos
for about 40 bombs. Yeah.
All right.
And Stott. Stott is going to be a 300 hitter this year.
You hear that? We're going to be living in a big blue world. Let's go.
Amen.
Yo, G, hold on. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Austin Eckler's going to sign with the Commanders.
Oh.
That means we got to see that guy twice a year. I don't want to see that guy.
I don't want to see that guy at all.
And not if we better get some linebackers, Howie.
I thought you were going to say that Jason Kelsey was coming back, signed another year.
I got bad news for you.
He's not. I know.
He's
Did
done.
you see the other Eagles that's retiring with him?
Fletcher Cox,
Fletcher Cox, man.
Fletcher Cox, another one of my favorite guys from that Super Bowl team. He's a hype guy.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good conversation with David Weinberg about all the people retiring and coming in to the Eagles.
I can't wait to hear all the stories he has.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's a pretty cool dude.
Watch him want to talk about the Otter instead. Speaking of which, how was your weekend?
My weekend, you're not gonna believe this. I have a sad story actually for you, man.
Oh no, this isn't that type of podcast.
Yeah, I know it's not a sad.
This isn't a sad cast. This is a frown cast.
It's a positive. But for the last couple weeks on the podcast, we've been talking about the Otters.
Yes.
This guy.
And we look, and I'm still looking. So
we're still looking at the Otters at the
Right.
Ponder Lodge. Dave said he went this week. No luck, nothing. But I was coming down from my daughter's lacrosse game yesterday. On the side of the road, there was a dead otter.
Are you sure it wasn't a muskrat?
It was not a muskrat. It was an otter.
It wasn't an otter?
Oh, it was an otter.
How big?
It was pretty big. Like, it was so big that I could tell there was an otter.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Muskrats are like smaller and chubbier.
Yeah,
This one
yeah.
was like long. It was like this.
Wow. I mean, like you say, like the size of a dog.
Like maybe like a small dog. Yeah.
I mean, think about that though. So I've lived here my entire
Yeah.
life. I've never ran into
Yeah.
an otter.
No.
I go to Ponder Lodge. I'm walking around. I see one in the wild. I'm like, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So I look it up, and yeah, they're around or whatever. And now there's a dead one on the
Dead
side of
one,
the
man.
road. Somebody assassinated our otter.
The homie.
I think it's been a hit.
The homie's gone.
Somebody has a vendetta.
We gave him fame.
and then they took him
They
out.
took him out. They knew that we wanted to interview him.
I'll tell you what. I wonder if there'll be a taxidermist to
I don't know,
taxidermy
man.
the thing.
I don't know. Hopefully somebody took it. I was going fast enough that
Yeah,
I
that's
had time to.
That's a shame.
Because I would have gave him a proper funeral and like.
Well, what is a proper funeral for an otter? Do you like
don't know, man.
put on a little boat and set it ablaze like a Viking?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But you know what I always think? That's gonna be messed up.
I would have taken, if that otter was alive, I would have taken it to Florida with me drinking. But
He might have died from the liver.
yeah, that's true.
He's a little guy. But every time I see like a dead animal, any kind of dead animal, I think about how there's a family's missing.
Are you fucking going Bambi on me here?
But
It's the end of this podcast.
yes, that was my weekend, man. Sadness, but it was all cool. We went to see my daughter play lacrosse, and I wasn't in spring training drinking like this homie over here. But
Hey.
I get to live through him, and my liver's okay though.
So, what about the Guys and Dolls?
Oh,
The
dude,
play.
I forgot. I did go see Guys and Dolls.
Right.
It was pretty cool.
Now, did you know anybody in the play?
I did. Oh, my daughter's in the play.
Ah.
Yeah, my daughter's in the play. A bunch of other kids that come here to Antojos were in the play.
Okay.
So that every time I go see it, it just amazes me how talented these kids are, man.
They do put on a really good show.
Yeah.
I don't-
And I give it up to the teachers and stuff like that, or like the what are they called? What are they called? Not coaches.
Acting class?
Acting.
Directors?
Directors. You guys, these teenagers, they're hard to finesse, but like you guys do an awesome job.
I think the kids, they have accessibility to so much learning outside of their classrooms
Yeah.
too. So they get better earlier on. So
And which is cool, like, because it's like, you ever notice, like, at sports, you can train, get good, but like theater and stuff like that, it's in you, but you don't, you just need somebody to bring it out.
Well, yes. And the other thing that's is a little bit more difficult about theater, I think, versus sports is get me killed by somebody. But where in sports, you and I could go out there right now, we can start throwing a football to
Yeah.
each other. And like you can play sports with other people and stuff. You're not going to go out on the street and be like, hey, you want to act this scene out?
Yeah.
People will be like, what? So you need that stage time.
You do.
So if you watch even professionals, by like the second, third night, fourth night, they're hammering it in. Yeah,
That's
they
it.
get dialed in.
And you can
dancers are the same way.
And you can tell with these kids, man, like I went to see it the second day.
Right.
And like you can see, like they're still giving it 100% when they're on stage, and it's the second day. You know what I mean? And yeah, good job, guys.
Yeah, you get your timing down and everything. I didn't see it, but I heard it was really good. My daughter saw it, and a friend of ours' daughter. It was her senior year. It was her last one.
Oh, that's
so,
great. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a good
it's
kid
my daughter's last year, so I won't be able to see her in there next year, which is gonna be sad because she just flourishes on stage, and it's like pretty dope to see her. There is this kid, Grant. We'll talk about Grant. Every time I see this kid, I kind of like regret. He makes me regret that I didn't do this shit in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
You're jealous? Jealous of Grant? You're jealous of high school?
Not jealous. Okay, but he makes me like go back. Cause in high school I didn't do anything. I didn't do any after school activities. I didn't do any sports. I didn't do anything because I didn't have nobody to push me to do things like this.
No, I got you.
You feel me? So
Sure.
when I see this kid and he's like a bigger kid, you know what I mean? I see him and he's like you see him on stage. He's like who is this kid? When he comes in here, he's super shy and everything like that.
Yeah.
Quiet.
That's not uncommon. For
Yeah,
people that are
and so when you see him on
stage.
stage singing in front of everybody, like that's cool as hell to me, and like it makes me like regret like not being in high school and being like that.
Well, I like to think fluffy guys like us paved the way. We paved the way, as you heard Dave say. When I was in high school, we were like, "Oh, there's that weird guy coming for road. I paved the way.
We paved the way.
I'm a paver.
The fluffy guys.
Yeah.
Paved the way.
But
Fluffy guys are in. I think so.
we've have our place in society.
We
now.
do.
There's still some haters out there.
Haters out there,
But they're always gonna have a hater. There's always gonna be somebody against you.
always.
Yeah, like we know what we're doing. Yo, G. So here we are. We have Dave Weinberg with us.
Legend.
I still need to know what how you made this happen. How you guys
we're-
know each
we're
other.
friends, man. We go way back, right?
Yeah,
We go way back.
Yep.
I told you earlier. We jumped off the ferry. When you jump off the ferry together, I think you're
bonded for life. That's
better
right.
for life. Best friends.
So if I want to get invited to one of your big parties, I got to jump off the
Off
ferry.
the ferry. You gotta jump off the ferry.
I don't know.
If you want to take a tequila shot with us,
I got to see the menu first.
jump off the ferry.
That's right. That's right.
But first of all, Dave, thank you for coming on.
Hey, my pleasure, man.
We only have
Thanks for having
13
me.
followers, but we're gonna get up there.
Hey,
We're gonna get up there.
we're up to 23.
Oh, 23?
Yeah, look at that.
23 followers.
Hopefully, I won't drop it down to 22.
Oh no, I don't think so.
People, I think we're gonna get more with this episode. But yeah, Dave, I would like for you to tell us a little bit about your career, how you started.
Sure. Well, background real quick. I'm born and raised in Cape May, and I grew up down the street from Peter Shields Inn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
And me and my dad was a football and baseball coach at Lower Cape May.
Oh wow.
High school,
Okay.
yeah. So
We have a question about local later.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No,
Career-wise,
please.
I was with the press, Atlantic City, for 35 years,
Okay.
and covered the Eagles, boxing, golf, high school stuff, pretty much everything. And then I was a columnist for like the last probably 10 years of it, and then went from there. They decided to go in a different direction one day, and out of the blue. But right after the Eagles won the Super Bowl, a little bit after that, so. I did get to see 2 Super Bowls, so that was
awesome.
cool.
That's
And then I've been doing freelance work for 97.3, ESPN.com, Shore News Local, Cape Atlantic Live, on the radio at WOND 3 times a week, and then 97.3 every Wednesday night.
That's all. I mean, I don't think you get a better resume than that. Sitting here now you can say you sat here at the table and taught us how to do it. Because we need all the help we can get. So I have so many questions now
Sure.
for you.
Hey,
But
fire away.
I think the one thing I'd like to start with is today's free agency, and all the retirement stuff with the Eagles. Like,
Yeah, actually, I just wrote a column about Kelsey and Cox calling it quits.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Both,
awesome.
both 2 of my favorite guys on the team, especially Jason. Really great guys, stand-up guys, great players, but even better people. And it was just it was a thrill to be able to cover those guys. And I'm kind of glad, Jason especially. There's nothing else to accomplish when you won the Super Bowl
Won
and
Super Bowl, yeah.
all pros, Pro Bowls. What else do you need to do?
Yeah.
And he probably could still play at a relatively high level, but being married and 3 daughters, I mean, you want to be able to enjoy your kids when you're older, and that's a very grueling,
Especially his position, right? His position,
center is just really tough.
Yeah.
And Fletcher, same thing. I mean, really good guy. Accomplished a lot in his career. So, and you got Brandon Graham hanging on for 1 more year, which I was a little
saw that.
surprised.
now I heard today on TV that they said he'd be the first Eagle ever to do 15 years.
Yep,
They
he
said
is.
Van Derek did 14.
Oh man.
And then he would be the
You
first
think
one.
that's
So,
why he signed?
the guy, listen, he got the strip sack.
That's right, that's
he can
right.
do whatever he wants,
Absolutely.
right? He
Yeah,
can
him
stay
and
there
Bednarik
forever.
were tied for 14, and Kelsey was 13,
Yeah.
and a couple other guys.
Yeah. But like Kelsey, I mean, I watched that documentary on Amazon about
yeah,
it, which
I
was
haven't seen
awesome.
it. I heard it's really good, though.
It's awesome, but you could see it. I mean, like, and you've been around these guys, but
Yep.
I'd imagine it takes the toll on their bodies. So.
Oh, it's you have no idea. It's just
Yeah.
such a. It's like being in a car wreck almost every play. It's just such a
Yeah,
violent,
yeah.
physical. And now, especially nowadays, the players are so much bigger and faster and stronger. It's a really tough way to make a living.
That was very
Pays well, but
yeah. That was pointed out in his documentary that like he was hurting more than anything. Like he said that his
Physically.
wife, his body was just like
Yeah.
done. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He was mentally he wasn't done, but his body was.
yeah,
like,
I
done.
can understand that. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, but yet he goes out there all
goes
pro
hard.
level. So
He never missed a game.
Never missed a game. Yeah.
Like, well, in the last 10 years or so. Yeah,
the cool thing about him is that not like he's going to disappear. He's going to end up in the broadcast booth or something, right?
You would think such a personality.
Yeah, so-
he'd be a natural fit for it.
Even his podcast, like his podcast is so big that he can literally just do the podcast and
Probably.
be chilling.
Yep.
And he loves doing that. He loves interviewing and stuff like that. So, yeah, he's gonna go somewhere big.
I just read a story where he, at his retirement speech, he had his ankles taped.
Oh, that was a good story,
he was
man.
an assistant trainer at the Eagles, had cancer, and he'd always taped his ankles before every game, but he didn't. He was undergoing chemo and radiation.
He missed
the playoff game. Told Kelsey, well, I'm real sorry that I missed it, and he goes, well, we got one more job to do.
Yeah, dude, that story brought. Yeah, I was like, damn.
That's really touching.
That's how I know he's a good human. Like,
absolutely.
A good person, man.
Yep.
I saw that, and he took care of him. He said that he helped him out with a lot of the chemo.
Yeah,
he would call him every.
Let him go to his shore house in Sea Isle to get out of the way a little bit. Yep.
So then that leads me to my next question. So you have Fletcher Cox and Kelsey leaving the team. Now, when two veteran players leave a team like that, what happens with leadership when you lose like leaders in the team like that?
Yeah, it's tough. I was kind of wondering though, like this year, it seemed like the leadership was lacking.
It really, some questions.
The way they
Definitely
fell
some
apart on the
questions.
stretch, but they have a lot of guys. I should have a few guys that can step up. Brandon being one, Lane Johnson being one. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. It's kind of tough for some of the younger guys, though, because, a veteran comes in, you don't know if they're going to respect a younger guy trying to take over.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts you can because he's the quarterback.
He's the quarterback.
So he's naturally the leader. But,
Yeah,
it's going to be tough for them because Kelsey and Cox are just big personalities inside the locker room. It's going to be tough to replace them, but they got some guys that I think they can step up to it.
Now, what do you think about the Saquon Barkley signing?
I don't get it.
Saquon, I don't want to say his name wrong, but
Saquon Barkley,
We'll just call him Barkley.
Give him a bunch of money for. He's hurt all the time. I would have kept DeAndre Swift personally.
Yeah,
he was
for
very
less money,
horrible.
and he's just as good, if not better. I mean, the Eagles didn't use him right this year, but I think he's got a load of talent. Now he's going to the Bears.
Bears, yeah.
Now you got Barkley coming in, but I wouldn't have given all that money, not to a running back with that much tread on the tires.
I mean, sorry.
That's okay.
They don't do that normally, right? The Eagles don't normally.
Well, they signed Swift. They signed DeMarco Murray years ago.
I remember that.
But and Jay Ajayi.
Well, that ended up working out with Blount as a
Garrett
1-2.
Blount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't have to rely on just one guy.
But generally, they don't shell out a whole lot of money for a running back. That's why they never should have let Sean McCoy go. But that was Chip Kelly.
Dude, he was so awesome.
I love McCoy.
Awesome. All right, so who at all the years you covered the Eagles, then who was your favorite Eagle to
Brian
watch
Dawkins.
play? I guess that's a softball question.
Yeah, no question.
You didn't even
about
finish
it,
the question.
I think when you do what I do, you have to kind of keep a professional distance
Okay,
from guys.
sure.
But Brian and I became friends over the years. And
that's awesome.
like my daughter went to Jacksonville University. My daughter Ashley, and so did Brian's wife.
Okay.
We happened to meet one day at the Jacksonville airport, and he didn't want to talk about football or anything. I just want to talk about my daughter and
He just
how
seems
he
like
did. He's just a genuine, down to earth, really great guy, and he's my favorite by far. I mean, there's others. I mean, like Kelsey's up there, Nick Foles is up there.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. There's probably like 10 or 12 guys that I can name off the top of my head. Irving Fryer, believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
How about Carson?
Yeah.
Carson Wentz.
No. No offense.
I know you can't, if you can or can't elaborate, but Carson Wentz, there just always seemed to be something about him that just didn't fit.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but he just he never you're right. He never just quite fit in, and the more he tried, the worse it got. Whereas some guys would just naturally gravitate towards a leadership role.
Yeah.
Like we saw it with Nick Foles when he came in to replace him.
Oh yeah.
Everybody just rallied around him. And it wasn't nothing that Carson did wrong necessarily. I don't think, but I don't know. He just didn't. His personality just didn't gel with the majority of the team.
You could tell the difference when that happened.
Yeah.
Carson was like be in the back and stuff like that. Like he wouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, I know Mike Trout loves him, but
well, maybe are they hunting buddies or whatever?
They were hunting buddies.
I
don't know if they still do or not, but yeah.
So, have you had run-ins with Big Dom through the years? Like, the security guy? Have you ever? No, I mean, when I say run-ins, I mean, have you met him or had any kind of interactions? Interactions, I guess. I could
Dave's
say.
like, I whooped his ass one time.
No, not at all, not at all.
You know what? You don't want that coming at you.
Nice guy, but he's got no business on the sideline. To me, I just don't. I mean, I know he's likable and he's fun to be around and he's pretty good at his job, I guess. But
What his job is just team security, right?
if you have like, say, you're getting ready to make a draft pick and you want to find out more about the guy, then you send him or a member of his team to that guy's college or that guy's town to do some investigative work. It was Butch Butchanico before him for years, and just to get an idea of what the guy's like and his background. I don't know who's he protecting on the sideline during a game. You know, is Sirianni going to get attacked or something? I don't know.
Well, I mean, so the report comes out, right? I don't remember who broke the report or whatever, but that he holds Sirianni's emotions in check or something like that.
That's
I would.
If it is, then you got to fire Sirianni now. If you need somebody to control you,
protect him like that.
If you're arguing with the players during a game and you need some guy like that to be the buffer between you and the players, that's ludicrous to me. I know he's very popular, and
Kelsey thanked him so much on his speech. Like he had like a big paragraph about him too.
Yeah.
I was like,
okay. Yeah. Well, maybe they know. Obviously, they know him better than I do, but I just don't get his role. I don't understand.
You're looking at strictly from a sports standpoint, or a spectator standpoint.
Correct. Yeah.
Is your security, your scout? You shouldn't be on the sidelines interaction with.
Or if you are, then stand by the bench. You don't need to be up in the middle of the action. Why are you interacting with somebody from another team?
Yeah, get the water ready.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure that's something that he'd like to take back. Although on the other flip side, it gave him all this fanfare. So
that's true. It's nice. More
bad news. Bad press is good press.
That's true. Better than no press. Right?
Yeah, better than no press. But so, how did you get started in all sportscasting?
Oh wow, interesting story, kind of. I went to Appalachian State.
Okay.
Go Mountaineers.
Rapid.
Up in down in North Carolina, and after I graduated, I went to Lower Cape May, and after that, I wanted to try and play baseball in college.
Okay.
So I wanted to go somewhere south. Looked at a couple of schools, and one Appalachian State had 6 girls to every guy, so that was a big drawing point for me.
I mean,
get in here.
But anyway,
it's a no-brainer, really. If you think about it.
I wound up trying to walk on for the team, and I didn't make it. But I just loved the school and the campus and everything. So actually, it was. There were at one point there were 4 people from Lower Cape May there at the same time.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
I don't know if you know Marty Franco. He's the captain of the Cape May Beach Patrol. Him and I went to high school together, and we went to college together.
I know him.
Okay.
And a guy named Darren Randall, whose family in Lake Lurie Campground back in the day. He
Oh,
went there.
wow, okay.
And a girl named Barb Thomas. So yeah, we were all there together. But after I tried out a couple of times, didn't work out. The editor of the school paper asked me to cover a baseball game for him one time, and
That was it.
I did it. I enjoyed it. And I found I kind of had like a knack for it. So I came after I graduated, came back here, married my high school sweetheart. And,
wow.
Yeah, I've been married 41 years.
41 years.
2 kids, 3 grandsons, 1 on the way. So yeah, and
good life.
started at Cape May County Herald of all places.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, spout off and all that. Yeah.
Oh, you're the spout off guy?
No,
You're the guy?
no. I'm a fan. But,
That was the funnest part to read it.
I worked there for a couple of months, and then went to the Gazette Leader in Wildwood from there, and then in 1986, the press called, offered me a job, and went from there. Worked my way up from high schools to
the Eagles,
and then you're beat writing for. Now what you were doing, was that considered a beat writer? I don't.
For the Eagles?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. I went to every game for.
Yeah.
Let's see, I covered them for 27 years. I went to every game for like 25 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just, and that all stemmed from just a chance. Hey, do you want to cover this baseball game?
Yeah.
That's how life works.
Did you fly with? You didn't fly with the Eagles, though. You flew by.
No, by myself.
By yourself,
yeah. They have their own chartered planes and stuff. Yeah. So, but yeah, went to every NFL city.
You went to the Super Bowl.
2 Super Bowls, Jacksonville and Minnesota, which was the coldest I've ever been in my life, even though it was indoors. kind of a funny story. The day of the game, I was staying. Everything was at the Mall of America.
Okay.
So that's where all the media center was, and that's where you interviewed all the players and all that stuff. And then you had a pass that you wore for the whole week.
Okay.
So I'm staying at a downtown hotel. I switched to a hotel closer to the media center. The day of the game, they have like shuttles running to the stadium every half an hour. So I'm like, well, I want to go on the first shuttle because I want to see. I want to get a feel for the atmosphere in it. And so, the game was at 6. Say, the first shuttle left at like 10 in the morning.
Okay.
So I walk across the frozen tundra to the parking lot and get on the bus. I'm riding with a guy from New York, and we're going down the road. It's like probably like a 10-mile ride to the stadium. So I happen to look over at him, and he's got a different credential than I have on.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, he goes, no, you need a game day credential. You don't have that. You have the week credential. And I'm like, oh, shit. So, sorry.
No,
we don't care about that.
Okay.
I'm just like, oh no.
All right.
Like,
so
thinking you're stuck out in the cold.
In the meantime, the media, the bus is like, like a block away from the stadium, and my media credentials is back at the Mall of America.
Oh no!
So I had to stay on the bus after they loaded everybody. Ride the bus.
Back.
So I was trying to ride the bus back to the Mall of America, and I find out that the press passes have been transferred to the University of Minnesota.
What the hell?
Which is like 20 miles the other way.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh God, and I'm like looking up like applications for Wawa because I know I'm going to lose my job.
Oh man.
Work at Acme.
Right. I was in Toho's hiring, and so I convinced the bus driver to drop me off in the middle of this highway. There's snowbanks like on either side.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So to get a ride he's not going to take me to the University of Minnesota. So I got to get off the bus. I cross the street to this McDonald's. I call an Uber. The guy shows up, doesn't speak a word of English. And I'm like, University of Minnesota, Bloomington, wherever the hell it was. I don't know.
All right.
And so he drives me there, and I have to go to the gym where the basketball team plays, Golden Gophers.
Okay.
He lets me out, and I don't see a gym anywhere. And I'm like, wait here. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I go out, I take 2 steps, he leaves.
Oh
my God.
No.
So I'm walking around.
He won $20. He wanted $20.
And this time I'm thinking, it's like an hour later, and I'm still walking around. I'm stopping people.
Yeah.
Where's the gym? And I finally find it. Finally get my credential. And I said, do you have rides to the game? And they're like, yes. Get on the media bus here. It's like this rickety old school bus from like 1950.
It's like chickens walking through.
Yeah, the seats are like unbolted from the floor. And I'm like, well, I finally get to the stadium. And it's still like 3 hours before the game, thank God.
So you got time.
Lucky you took that first bus.
Yeah.
So I go to the press credential, the press desk, to find my seat. They go, you're in the auxiliary press box. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I'm climbing up these stairs all the way up to, several levels. I run into a guy, John McMullen, who he was a beat writer for another outlet.
Okay.
I said, where's the auxiliary press box? He's like, you're not in the auxiliary press box, you're in the main press box.
No,
back down the stairs, back to these corridors. Finally get to my seat. And,
You're like, it's halftime. I'm there.
Yeah, right. I was like, geez,
I'm here.
What's the halftime show?
It was an exhilarating game.
Oh my gosh.
If AI was around then, you could have just used that.
Be like, you get there and be like, where's lunch? Okay, I'm hungry.
Right. Which was exactly just a box lunch like that.
I was gonna,
like buffet or anything.
Yeah,
it was just
nothing.
Like a sandwich and an apple. That was basically what they
That's
gave
crazy.
For the I would expect a better spread for the Super Bowl.
Some of them are outstanding. Like Dallas's is unbelievably good. And
Just a regular game?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Arizona is really fantastic. LA. Every.
Do you have
the Eagles are
Now you know why Dallas is favored in the media. It's
Yeah,
a simple
that's right.
thing.
It's the food.
It's like
Yeah.
if you give me a steak, I'm going to write good about your team.
That's right.
It's as simple as that. It's a simple. I mean,
Some
you got to
of them
go
crap,
on that.
like the Commanders is terrible.
Yeah, look how they're represented in the media.
Yeah.
I want to see the connections.
That's right.
So, out of all the stadiums that you went to, what was your favorite?
It's tough.
Yeah.
Seattle.
Seattle?
Is really cool. It's an outdoor stadium, but it's super loud. You can't even hear yourself think. Just the culture of the city. You can walk to the game. Pike Lakes Market and all that stuff.
Okay.
It's a beautiful city and a beautiful stadium. That was probably my favorite. Lambeau's up there just because of the tradition and the prestige. Soldier Field, same thing in Chicago. I liked Arizona's a lot. I like San Francisco's new stadium a lot. Dallas is. I know a lot of people hate it, but I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah. The big scoreboard right.
I've never been there, but I do. It's tough for me to say this, but no, people do say good things about the stadium.
Yeah, Jerry World's pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of people say good things about it.
Now, what was your favorite golf course when you went to?
So you're an avid golfer now.
I'm
right here, man. Yeah.
Half Moon Bay in San Francisco, right outside of San Francisco. There's also a big surf break there. They have these Mavericks surf contest there once a year where they call all the big wave surfers in the last. You have like 2 days to get there.
Okay.
It's like in February or January, and they have this huge contest.
There.
But the golf course is like right on the ocean. It's breathtaking. Yeah.
And that's Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay, California. It's 16 miles south of San Francisco.
Wow.
You hear that?
Yep.
We need a free trip.
Half Moon Bay, if you're listening.
If
you need someone to come out there and dig holes in your fairways, right here.
There you go.
Yeah, like everyone goes, they'll ask me, you golf? I go, no, I excavate. I go up there. But I mean, golf's awesome. To me, it's a nature ride. It's a nature walk. It's a joy ride at the golf cart. It's a good day to drink.
There you go. Hey,
I go and enjoy.
Yeah, don't take. I never take myself too seriously. There's always going to be somebody better than me. I just go out there and enjoy myself.
Do you have the automated car that follows you?
No, I have a pole cart. I just
I
push it actually.
I went to a wedding a couple months ago, and it was at a golf course. And I kept seeing people walk by, and the golf clubs following them.
What?
Behind
them?
What? Like a remote?
And they have a remote, though.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
The future's awesome.
Yeah.
The future's awesome. That's some Jetson stuff right there.
And like between Poconos and Philly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's up there. But it was beautiful. Like the whole. It was like I said. It wasn't a golf course. There's people like playing golf over there, and the wedding was over here.
Yeah.
And all you see is like people walk. I was literally paying more attention to like, people walking with the golf clubs behind them because they were like this and they were just stopping.
Wow.
We're really fortunate to be like in a great area for golf here. I mean, as much as I enjoy like playing, I love Arizona golf. Went some with Arizona State, so I was out there a lot. Cool. And the Eagles used to be in the Cardinals used to be in the NFC East, so we get it once a year. I got a trip out there.
Got to go
very cool.
But here, I mean, I'm a member of Cape May National. I've been for like 20 years, and that's a great course. And there's a bunch of them in Cape May and Atlantic County. They're as good as any place. So, people get a chance to check it out. They should.
What's
shameless plug?
No, I mean there's I golf around here too. Like I love going to the little park. I first started golfing by going to the little par 3 in Rio Grande.
Yeah,
we were like one day we were just like, oh, let's try golf, and then it was
you've been trying to get into it.
I just went there last week.
You hit one good hit.
My arm hurt for the next day like crazy, but I was there.
It takes one hit to hook you in.
And I think I hit somebody in the head.
Well, that's not good. You're not supposed to do that. In case it's not full contact.
They should make that thing higher.
Oh, you hit the driving range. You were hitting the driving range?
Yeah, the driving range.
Okay.
And I hit the first ball, and of course, it took that way. I was trying to hit Donald Trump, but I hit.
Yeah, they have those signs with the different politicians out there.
But it went like that, and there was somebody golfing over there, and I was like, I looked, I was like, oh shit.
And just for our friends on the other side, there is a picture of Nancy Pelosi there too. You can take a shot at. They're down the middle there. They're down the middle.
Yeah, you can choose whatever one you want.
But why do they have Donald Trump at the front? I don't know.
It's a perfect golf course. But
the second time I hit it, it's the same thing. It went over there, and I was like, oh shit! I closed my eyes. The guy next to me, he's like, I think you hit him.
Oh,
I was like,
there you go.
I was like, I'm sorry. And the guy told me, the guy next to me, he goes there all the time because he brought his own clubs and stuff. He's like, don't worry about it. It happens all the time.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Part of the game.
I was like, unless he,
it's a risky run. Yeah.
I was like, if I see him walking this way, I'm grabbing the golf club. But no, I was hitting some good ones, man. I think I'm a big guy, and I need to learn the correct way to hit.
Well,
take lessons.
Yeah.
You don't hit it like a baseball.
I know. I did learn that from the one time I did go with another guy, and he golfs, and he said he's like, don't try to like
No, don't
go
smoke.
crazy.
No.
But like I said, when you get out there and you have a good day playing, though, you're like, I want to play
that's
this
the best,
every
yeah.
day of my life.
Yeah.
But like then, right, you don't get good unless you're playing every day, though.
True.
It's not like something you do every 6 months
No.
and you're like, there's.
True.
I mean, I know there's naturals, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something you really have to work at, which I don't, unfortunately. I mean, you have to practice a lot. I just don't do that. I'd rather just get out and play. I don't care if I play well, I play well, but I'm not going to sit there at the range for 2 hours and practice sitting out in the sand. No, sorry.
Yeah.
no, I'm happy. I'm happy to just have my beer and be like,
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
I hit some
yeah.
balls.
Yeah, I hit one. I had a 24 putt. Like, I'm done.
I
hit it. See, I'm on the opposite. If I hit one good shot, I'm like, all right, I'm done for the day.
Well, I
don't
got a
wanna
buddy of
ruin
mine I play with every once in a while, and he brings these little fireballs
Yeah.
out with him, so
Yeah, got that.
we get hammered.
Is there any like golf drinking games?
Ooh, that's it. I've never done one.
I never have. No.
You know what I mean? Imagine like be like, yo, if you hit it this far, you gotta take a shot, or like if you don't hit it, you take a shot.
There's a drinking game called golf. You play with cards.
Oh yeah,
But
no, but that'd be a cool idea.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I have to
Onto
imagine
something.
it's been done somewhere.
It definitely has.
So,
I'm
but
sure.
it
But
doesn't mean we
just-
can't make our own.
No, just bring in a bunch of like little shots, and
Yeah.
be like, you miss. Okay,
Take a shot.
shots.
That's right.
I missed 20 times.
I like where you're going with this. I do.
It's like kind of like beer pong. You know what I mean? But
Golf
like
pong.
golf
That's right.
pong.
There you go.
Ooh, don't steal that.
Isn't that
idea.
what you wanted, the wing thing?
Don't-
Did you get the golf pong?
I did, but that's different. I want this to be in a course. You know.
Okay.
Imagine if a course picks it up and it's like we heard of this on a podcast.
Oh, and there's a golf pong course all of a sudden?
No, like we heard. Yeah. No, but like came in or Avalon or something hears it.
I'm
We're
pretty
like,
sure
that's a
that the
good
last
idea.
thing golf courses want are people to be
Yeah.
completely hammered on the
Good
golf
point, yeah.
course. Like have a
You're
couple,
better off
have
at
a
the
couple
airport
drinks.
par 3 for that. Yeah.
You know, next thing you know, you're walking, it looks like the apocalypse. There's a golf cart overturned. It's like,
Yeah, that wouldn't go very
there's a
well.
guy
You're
being
getting money
drugged.
back, that's for sure.
There's a guy being drugged by his automated golf cart.
Yeah.
You know, just
Those
bottles
things are cool,
everywhere. You know.
I bet you there's golf like Avalon stuff. They rent them. You can probably rent those. Dude.
But
Probably, yeah.
I just came up with the name for the drinking game.
What?
Apocalypse golf. Apocalypse golf. Apocalypse golf.
There you go.
Don't steal the idea. We're
right.
going on Shark Tank for this.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it'll get picked up.
Real quick.
yeah,
We want
yeah,
$10 million
good
for 5%.
So I had someone. So I told someone you were coming on the show with us, or you were going to come talk to us today.
Okay.
They asked me to ask you about the high school. My buddy Matt Nowakowski, he's a big sports fan, and he likes high school sports. And he said something happened in basketball with Manasquan and Camden.
Yeah.
And he said to ask you about it.
Yeah, Manasquan and Camden. Well, Camden, I actually went to the game between Camden and Middle Township, South Jersey Championship.
Okay.
Middle got crushed. I mean, they had a very good season, but Camden's in another world.
Yeah.
So they play. Camden wins the South Jersey title. Manasquan wins Central Jersey. Playing the state semifinals. The winners play for the state championship, which Camden wound up winning. So, did you see? Have you heard about it or no? You didn't?
I heard a
Did you
little.
see the video?
He told me. I didn't see it on video. He
Okay.
said, "Oh God, I'll let you explain it."
Manasquan was leading the whole game. It would have been a huge upset. Camden comes back and they hold Manasquan scoreless for the entire fourth quarter.
That's crazy.
They come back. They got this kid that's like, he's one of the best high school players I've ever seen in my life. His name's Billy Campbell. He's going to Kentucky.
Oh wow.
He's
Okay.
6'8".
Oh my gosh.
Dunks like, I mean, it's just ridiculous how good. The
That's
kid
awesome.
grew up in Memphis and moved to Camden to play for Camden High.
Holy cow.
Yeah, which is another issue. So anyway, the end of the game, there's
That's wild.
Camden's up by 1. Manasquan has the ball with like 2 seconds left. They come down the court, throw up a shot that misses.
Okay.
The kid grabs the rebound, tosses it back up, and it goes in. With the referee signals good, so Manasquan pulls off the upset.
The upset.
Like 45-44. People go nuts. Camden's bitching and moaning, supposedly. The referee, there's 3 referees. They get together at the scorer's table, and they rule the basket no good. And Camden wins.
Oh wow.
But if you look at the video, there's 0.4 seconds left, and the ball's going to the hoop. the kid let it go way before the buzzer sounds.
Yeah.
There's still 0.4 seconds, and the ball's already
ball's
at the rim.
So is there a gaming commission, or is there something?
Well, there's the NJSIAA is the governing body for high school sports in New Jersey.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they have a bylaw that you're not allowed to use video replay.
Dude, 2020, hello.
I know, it's ridiculous.
They're paying kids in college now.
There were 17 media outlets that had the video of it.
That's wild.
And so Manasquan filed a protest with the NJSAA. They got turned down. They filed a legal challenge that got turned down. So they really had no legal recourse.
Wow.
But so Camden wound up being declared the winner, and they wound up winning the state title, which Manasquan was in the stands watching them. And to their credit, they're really classy gesture. They gave them a standing ovation and stuff, which was really nice to do. But it was ridiculous. They didn't just when they got together. They should have just said, "Show me the replay screen."
Yeah.
And look at it, then make sure you got the call right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't. I mean, you can be mad at the kids in Camden or whatever, but that falls on.
It wasn't their fault though.
Falls on
you
the
could be mad at the coaches maybe or the fans or whatever. But
I'm not at the time.
Yeah,
You can't be. What I'm trying to say is you can't be mad at those kids. They played.
Right.
It's the referees you can be mad at. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, it was a shame. Anyway, that's what happened.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
The strange part is though, like you can't use replay during a game to determine a winner or loss.
Right.
Earlier, like about a month ago, Atlantic City was playing Mainland during the season. So there was like the Atlantic City kid the Mainland kid was on the foul line getting ready to shoot a foul shot. The Atlantic City kid bumps him, like going to the position or something, and so they exchanged words. The bench is like empty, but nothing happened. Nobody got ejected. There were no technical fouls. There was nothing to it. However, there's an NJSIA rule that if more than 3 people leave the bench for any reason, you're disqualified from the state tournament.
Oh, I did hear about this.
So, and there was video that showed that Atlantic City had like 4 players leave the bench.
Right.
So they were banned from the state tournament, even though there was no disciplinary action taken by the referees or anything.
Nothing.
Nobody thought anything of it, and so they weren't allowed to.
So they can use
play
the video for that. But
right.
That's so crazy.
Depending on which video you look, it looks like Mainland has some people leave the bench too.
Uh-huh.
They were not penalized, and they went up winning the South Jersey title.
I just, do they not do the replay because every school at some point was not equipped with the same type of
That's probably
equipment?
part of it.
But I mean, I think everybody.
And also,
can do it
how
now.
how often are you going to use it? I mean, do you use it for every call? Do you use it for every?
Yeah, they'll get.
Then the game's going to take 6 hours.
Yeah.
But
that happened at the girls' basketball game last night. You see that?
no.
At the college.
Oh, the one where the
Yeah.
girl got decked.
Yeah.
I saw that, yeah.
One of the brothers jumped in
jumped
over the thing.
Oh,
and
no kidding.
Yeah, pushed
Wow.
the girl, and he got arrested. He got and stuff. So it's crazy.
Going back to what you said before, if you don't belong on the sideline, don't be on the sideline. That's
Don't be Big Dom, okay?
He Big Dommed it.
Yeah. But congrats to Mainland's girls team. They wound up winning the state championship, so that was a great accomplishment for them.
Yeah.
Wildwood girls.
They were good.
His friend Macy.
Macy, she killed
Kraken,
it.
who
It's acai bowls.
devours acai bowls before every game.
Acai bowls. She, not to put this on there, but she did not come for acai bowl the day before.
That's it. That they lost.
That they lost.
Oh
They
no!
lost.
She
When
broke the
they
streak.
lost.
Oh
and
no!
she did come the day. Remember when she made that last 3-pointer?
Yep.
Last second, she came the day before to get an acai bowl.
Oh.
So what he's saying is acai bowls are performance enhancers? Is that what we're trying to peddle here, Jake?
They don't help my performance much, but they're delicious.
Can you speak into this microphone?
That guy starts. Did you have an acai bowl yesterday? When's the last time?
Yeah, middle girls won the South Jersey title. Wildwood girls, Mainland girls won the state title. Mainland boys won South Jersey. So I mean, there's great basketball being played down
That's
here,
awesome.
and it's nice to see them get
That's
rewarded
cool.
for the efforts.
Basketball, high school basketball games are so exciting.
Oh yeah,
We went-
absolutely.
Like your daughter and my daughter are both involved in Morgan's Message, so we went to a basketball game.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, okay. And we went there and we saw the boys against Wildwood. And me and my wife were sitting there, and my wife's like, "Man, this is a really great game." Like,
it was.
Everybody was super into
Yeah,
it.
Bob was
and-
there. Yep.
Yeah, it was a really great game. Yeah.
I went to a game last year, remember? And I hadn't been to games in a long time, but I went to a game, and the high school kids were slam dunking, giving passes and just going. It was like,
Yeah.
what?
You should have seen Camden. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
6'8"
It was
dude.
sick.
We're missing. We gotta go.
Alley
get them.
oops off the back. Oh my god, it was.
Crazy. I was like, the other team. It was like because I was at lower and went to see my cousin that plays for lower, but I was cheering more for the other team because they were doing like alley oops and they were like, ah! I was just like, oh, and I was like,
Yeah. Stop.
You have to do that in your head.
Lower had a really nice year, dude. Boys and girls.
Yeah, boys and girls did. Yeah,
Both.
yeah.
Yep.
But I want to ask you this question because I saw this yesterday. Mike Tyson's coming back to boxing. What do you think of this Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight?
If it was a normal fight, Tyson knocks him out in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Even he's 57 years old, he destroys.
Have you
Jake
seen him
Paul.
train? He's insane.
Yes.
I saw the video of him training. I was like,
I just got asked this before on a radio interview that from what I understand, there's like they're both wearing headgear. They're both wearing like 18-ounce gloves, which is like fighting with pillows on your hands.
Okay.
Basically, it's ridiculous.
that's
It's a joke.
ridiculous, dude.
If it was a regulation, 8-ounce gloves,
Boxing,
10-ounce gloves, no headgear, Tyson wipes them out.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's going to happen now. It's a big circus as far as I'm
It's
concerned.
right. It's a stunt.
I'm
It's a
not
show.
paying to watch
It's a
that
show.
No. And a lot of
Headgear,
people,
give me
a
a
lot of
break.
people, a lot of people pay for shit for that. They be making like $50 million per fight.
Yeah.
Well, it's on Netflix though, so it's
Oh, snap, I
I
didn't
don't
know
know if
that.
it's
Yeah.
in your package or not though.
I think it is. If you got Netflix,
Yeah.
you get it. I'm not sure. It's a Texas Stadium, isn't it? I think.
I
It's in
don't
Jerry
know.
World,
I
yeah.
just saw. What I have seen about it is I saw they were fighting, and then everybody's going back into Jake Paul's old TikToks from when he was a little kid,
Yeah.
and they have him like dancing and singing. They're like, "This is just fighting Mike Tyson," and he's like, "I love you," and then just people are just dogging him.
He's fought one legitimate boxer, Tyson Fury's brother Tommy.
Yeah.
And he got beat.
And every fight he challenges Canelo. But
Oh,
Canelo's
please.
like, I'm not doing that shit. Like,
No,
like right
no.
away, he's like, no,
I'm not
don't
gonna waste his time.
No, I
But
won't waste my
Now
time.
his brother, on the other hand, does the professional wrestling, and it's not
Was it Logan?
Logan,
Paul.
but
Yeah.
he's really good at the art form of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
Okay.
he's very good at it.
He's
And
boxing.
even Paul, like he's not a legitimate boxer, but I mean he's at least put himself into shape.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, he's not out there completely out of shape.
Right, right.
I want, you know who I
but-
want to box? Like a retired boxer who I would take on? Butterbean.
But you know he can't. You know he can't walk, right?
He can.
Oh, because of Diamond Dallas Page.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Oh gosh.
So Butterbean, if you hear this,
Dude, Butterbean. Did you ever see the story about when Butterbean knocked out Bart Gunn in wrestling? So you like boxing, so you might like this. I don't know if you know this or not. The WWE decides, and it's on this show called Dark Side of the Ring. It's a pretty cool show.
Okay.
They have this tournament where they decide they're going to have the wrestlers box each other, and these guys don't have any official training.
Okay.
So the toughest guy out of the group was this guy Bart Gunn,
What's his name?
Bart Gunn.
Bart
And he's
Gunn.
like, he's a cowboy guy. So he beats everybody. They have him go up against.
think I remember this,
They had him
yeah.
go up against Butterbean.
Yeah.
And Butterbean, it was very short.
It was
Butterbean
real.
just
Like,
beat
he
the
just-
crap out of him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, I didn't really have any training. I just went up against Butterbean, and Butterbean killed him.
but Butterbean.
Butterbean was like a tank, dude. Are you sure you'd want to go up
Yeah,
against
he's
Butterbean?
a tough dude.
Huh?
He is.
I think he'd take you.
You think
I don't know. He's probably like 80 years old now.
I
but-
still.
No, well, I just saw because I guess he has back problems because he was like he was walking really slow and stuff.
Yeah.
But Diamond Dallas Page has I don't know what does he have?
He does like yoga and stuff. And
yoga
like, yeah, he's
and like
a
so
life
he
guy.
got him down to weight. He got him to lose like 100 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, and he had a surgery to walk straight. So now he's in
Butterbean.
good shape. Yeah, Butterbean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll, if I find the video, I'll send it to you. But it was a cool story because he said he was so tired of like the way he was living that he was literally almost to like suicide.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, like there was days he's like, I didn't even want to wake up. I was just like, I was in such pain.
But then one person can change all that for you.
Yeah, so
you maybe I need Diamond Dallas Page in my life.
if you're ready, if you're ready, Butterbean. I've never boxed anybody, but I've actually never ever punched
Listen.
anybody. So
You got to be careful throwing stuff out there because I highly doubt he'll say it. But he's the type of guy who would
Might be
walk
one
in
of those
here.
20 might be one of those 23 people. You
Yeah,
don't know.
he might walk in here and just like, yeah, with his glove. He shit.
With the American shorts.
Yeah, and it just knocks your ass out cold and you fall in the fryer.
That's right.
Hey, bad press is good press. Okay.
I'm just saying, you ain't no Jake Paul, buddy.
If I lose, Dom got next.
No, Dom doesn't. Dom will buy you around. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's how I get out of things. But do you think there's any chance, though, if Tyson goes and he gets in shape and he gets fighting shape, and I know he's older.
Who Tyson? Tyson's in
But
shape.
no, but I'm saying he does that. Does he get a little bug? Maybe does an actual match, or you
No,
think
no.
it's just not worth it for him.
And I don't
No,
even
he's
think.
57 years old.
And I don't
Yeah.
even think he's doing this for the money. I think he's just doing it for.
It's something to
Something
do.
to do,
Something
yeah.
to have some fun
He
with.
can't hang with the real guys, though. I don't think. I mean, just at the end, you think about it, he hasn't had a real fight since 2005.
Yeah.
And he got beat in those and biting Lennox's
somebody's
ear, or
ear for
Maynard
sure.
Holyfield's ear off and stuff. I mean,
Hey, you never know what he could bite next.
that's right. That's true.
So dollar hot dogs aren't a thing at
There you go. Yeah.
they're not a thing anymore at the Philly Stadium. What's that about?
Yeah, no more dollar dog night, huh? That's a shame.
Yeah, I've partaken.
Damn, I went to the game last year and I didn't see that.
No.
Dollar dog night. They're always
They're
the
not-
rowdy.
My bad.
They only have a few of them,
Oh, okay.
and they're always like the rowdiest nights at the stadium because
Yeah.
the
Is that
dogs
why
are
they
cheap.
did away with it?
Yeah, apparently there was like a big food fight and they were throwing them last year.
Oh,
And
so
they
now
got
it's
rid of
what,
them.
buy one get one free or something, or
Yeah,
buy
now
one-
yeah. So now it's buy one get one.
But
so.
they were like $7, weren't they?
yes,
like
yeah,
one
yeah,
of
like
So
yeah.
why is it called dollar dog?
It used
Well,
to be.
it was
you buy-
$1.
it was
Oh, you would go
$1
in-
per hot dog. You
you
could buy
go-
12 hot dogs, $12. Yeah.
Yeah,
What the
you
hell?
would just go in and load up on hot dogs. And there would be people
Walk
like in
around
the
with
stands.
12 wieners.
They would have like postcard, like they would have cardboard on the stands with a hot dog count of how many they were eating and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
And there's always a young crowd in there, and everyone was
Yeah.
really boozed up.
How many dollar dogs do you think you can eat?
My heyday, I only got to 5, and then I thought I was going to die. Like
Yeah.
after,
Are they
because-
big?
5 hot dogs?
Yeah, I got to 5 on like my heyday.
No,
But yeah, I'm not. Listen, but I'm saying they're jumbo hot dogs.
Oh, they're
Yeah, they are big.
They're
Oh,
jumbo. They're
okay.
good size. They're good size. And then you hear rumors that maybe they've been sitting around for a day or two. You don't know, but
Oh, God.
but I never had a bad one. They were all tasted good. The one thing that always escaped me. I always wanted a hot dog out of the hot dog cannon, and I've never gotten it.
Oh, like,
You know when he comes out and shoots it.
Yep.
they probably come like
I don't care. It's just that has a different taste to it.
Did you
I'm
want to
gonna
catch it
tell
with
you.
your hands or like?
Oh, I don't know. No, that thing's coming at you hot. That thing's coming at you hot, man.
Yeah, they do. Yep.
But we just want to say thank you. But before we leave,
sure.
I wanted to ask you this question. So we had this question about being local.
Yes. So
you were raised here, so you're a local.
Yes.
Are people that come here and are here like 30 years, are they considered local or no?
Where's the cutoff?
Because
Where's the
I
cutoff,
came here.
man?
I came here.
on the spot.
I came here when I was 10. Okay?
Yeah, and I
And
tell-
down when
I told G he's not. They wouldn't consider him a local.
I think
came
if
here
you
at
came,
9.
if you went to school here, you're a local.
I went to
Okay.
KM Elementary School, I went to Lower,
You're a
Titleman.
local.
I'm a
You're
local?
Yes. Yes.
But he's not a native. You're a native.
Yes.
You know, because you've been here since birth, right?
Well, I was born in Germany.
Oh,
Moved here when I was 6
okay.
months old. Yep.
So
well, yeah, that's
you
local.
didn't even know where
That's
you were going.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a big. It's this. I know you get that debate all the time on like KB Live, and it's about who's a local, who's a native, who's a Shuby, who's
Yeah.
a summer slocal. I guess they call
Oh,
them.
it's local. Oh no.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, those are
that.
the people who like have summer homes here and they come for the summer. They consider themselves summer locals, which I don't think is a thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
just because you own property here doesn't make you a local. You know.
You heard that from a local.
But if you grew up here, you're a local. Yes.
So we've developed a different way to figure it out. So we're
Okay.
going to ask every guest a series of 5 questions, and then we're going to determine how local each guest is.
Okay.
So are you up for taking 5 questions
Absolutely.
about the area we live?
Sure.
So, all right. So question number 1, I think this is a slam dunk for you. What type of animal is the mascot at the Lower Township High School?
Cape Tiger.
There you go. Boom.
Lower
There's
Cape
one.
Local.
Yeah.
So you're a 1-star local. All right. Let's get number
Used to be
2.
a seahorse, believe it or not.
Whoa, dude! Double points.
Yeah,
Double
Cape-
points.
How did we go from
A
Cape
seahorse.
May High was a seahorse. Yeah.
Wow.
The high school used to be where the
in Cape May, right? By
Acme is now in Cape May.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I went to kindergarten and first grade at the old elementary school, which is where the police station is now.
Okay.
And I was in second
Gosh.
grade when the new one opened.
All right, then we don't need to
Shocked.
watch this.
That was so cool.
I am shocked.
We had a pool
It was
and
a
all that stuff.
seahorse. I lost the point.
That gets 2 points.
That's
right
okay.
there. Okay,
Go ahead. Question 2.
What area was settled by whalers in the 1800s? What area right
Come
here?
back.
There you go. I know. I'm giving you softballs.
To be
What-
honest with you, I never crossed the bridge, and except for high school, like until I started dating my wife. She grew up in North Cape May,
Right.
on Roslyn Avenue.
Okay.
I never
came over.
touched the bay. I
Never.
I didn't even know what the hell a bay was.
Who lives in North Cape?
Well, I tell people all the time, like back when I was a kid, even you go up to the bay, there'd be like one French Canadian fisherman and like a couple dudes grilling, and maybe like a vagrant, and that was it. And the whole place.
Oh, you know
stunk.
what? I'm lying because I played Babe Ruth baseball,
Ooh.
and the field was at the canal.
Okay.
Where
Over
the-
the
So there was a field at
it's like right down.
where the
where the ferry terminal is.
No,
where the playground is?
no, back behind Channel Apartments.
Is that what that
Oh.
open field is then? Because if you
guess.
go through the woods there's like a giant open field.
That was the Babe Ruth field.
We used to
yeah.
hang out back there when we were kids.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool.
I'm 2 for 2?
No, we're learning.
Two for
Yeah,
two,
yeah.
two
These
star.
are,
Okay.
All right. What famous Flyer goalie used to live around here, or maybe he still does?
Famous what?
Flyer goalie.
Bernie Prawn.
All right. Only God saves more.
He used to live on his boat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with his second wife. Go ahead.
What area of Cape
Did you know Ron
May?
Jaworski built Victoria's Walk
No.
down there, Poverty Beach?
Get out of here.
Ron Jaworski and Bill Berge built those.
So we're getting a whole different
Do I
series
get more,
of
do I
answers.
get more points?
Yeah, you're up to
you're
10
up to
stars.
10.
You're a 10-star local now. What area Cape May was lost during the Great Atlantic Hurricane of 1944?
East Cape May. East Cape May, South Cape May?
South Cape May.
Okay.
It's South Cape
Wait,
May.
wait.
He was in the right
You
direction.
still get your point.
Did you know there was an elephant there like Lucy?
I didn't know.
What was the name of the Lucy-style elephant that was in South Cape May?
Light of Asia.
so
10-star.
that was my
local.
follow-up question. Boom. Got it.
I pass?
Yo,
Okay.
10-star
All right.
local.
One second, I gotta go get some. All right, so before we leave, we're gonna do a little shot of tequila. This
I got
actually,
lime.
Dave actually got me this for Christmas, and we did a shot. Wasn't it like 10 in the morning? When we
Yeah.
Damn, giving it all up on video.
Police love me dog. Yeah.
Dave, don't ever do a criminal trial on this guy.
You don't want to hear about my Thanksgiving story, right, Dave?
Oh, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, he heard that story, but
Missed the whole holiday.
yeah. All right, man. Thank you very much for coming on.
Hey, my pleasure, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Salud. My liver hates me. Dude, well,
Pay respects to the otter. Hopefully, it's not the otter that he saw at Ponder Lodge. Maybe it's a cousin or something like that.
I just think it's amazing. Like, I really feel like wildlife around here is coming back. I feel
Yeah.
like the Department of Wildlife
Yeah.
has done a great job encouraging, or whatever you want to call it, reintroducing. I don't know what they're doing, but it seems like
you think
I
they-
see
you think
bald
they-
eagles all the
You
time.
think they put otters in the lake?
Yeah, no, but maybe keeping everything clean has brought them back
Because
down.
a lot of animals do like help out like the nature.
Yeah,
ecosystem.
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 So,
But
But
yeah,
no,
that
that-
was my weekend, man. I didn't want to break it to you through text or anything. I wanted to tell you face to face.
you know,
Yeah, that's okay.
I feel now. I know how you felt when Jason Kelsey retired.
Yeah.
So
I was like, damn, those that otter.
but it gives me hope. It gives me hope that the otter population here is on the rise.
There's a family out there
You know, and
Without a
you're
doubt.
talking on 47.
On 47.
which is like a good half hour
from here. Yeah,
where from Ponder
they
Lodge.
got little legs. That's a.
That's what I'm saying. It isn't the same one.
It's not the same
That
one.
means there's healthy population.
There is definitely.
So that's all. So that good. You know, like I said, hats off, Department of Wildlife.
Yeah.
Great job.
And if you see otters out there and you're able to take a picture, take a picture. We'll post it up.
We want to see it.
We wanna see
And
it.
in fact, if you see the otter and take a picture, we want you on here
On
so we
here,
can talk
on
about
here,
it.
so you can talk
Or we'll meet you at the
about
location.
about your experience with the otter.
This is my Bigfoot, people.
Yeah.
This is This is, my daughter tells me I'm insane.
You're UFO.
Yeah, it's my Roswell. It's my Area 51.
That's enough outer talk. Get it? Outer talk.
I should have went the outer way. That's what
Let's go to an outer conversation.
Oh boy. It's the end of this podcast.
But yes, that's